I'll be right there. I will be right there. Live right now. Oh, it's actually Jar Life. It's Jar Life today, not Bed Life. I'll explain in a second. Hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5. Join me for Jar Life. Live right now. Link attached to thumbnail. Jar Life. Jar Life. There we go. Tweeted and sent. Okay. Hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5, Qapla, and welcome to Jar Life for Monday, April 20th, 2020, Anti-Tracker's birthday. Happy birthday to the one, the only, the Anti-Tracker. Ahoo! That's from Sassy. That's from Sassy. So, welcome everybody. Thomas Potts was first and says hi. Welcome, Thomas. Cinnabon Bunny says hello. Welcome, Cinnabon. Cinnabon, I watched your stream last night. Tough breaks in Risk. Wesley came from behind, especially in that second game. But good games nonetheless, Cinnabon. You guys both played well. Not Ryan Johnson says hello in Qapla. Hello in Qapla, Not Ryan Johnson. Mike Richards says greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. Thomas Potts says Mamo Prey isn't free. Stop lying. Mamo Prey's outside right now with Sassy. Totally free. Mountains of Elysium says greetings, Birdo Prey, Mamo Prey, and fellow nerds. Greetings, Mountains of Elysium. Speaking of which, aka Shronemore, and if you guys are on DJ Odyssey's stream earlier today, you have already seen this, but Shronemore sent me this hilarious image on Twitter yesterday. He photoshopped on one of they call the cone of shame, the dog cone that dogs wear when they come home from the vet. And it says, Sassy's revenge. It's for your own good. You can't keep touching your face. That will teach you to give away my jerky. And I got he perfectly cut Sassy out of a photo and pasted her in. A much better job cutting her out than I've ever done. Top-notch photoshopping skills there, Shronemore. Really above and beyond. This is a great picture. Mamo Prey and I were laughing hysterically at it. Of course, and the truth is, I'm touching my face all the time. In fact, I'm touching my face right now. But I haven't touched anybody else or anything else. You know, I haven't been outside. I haven't touched any doorknobs or anything, so I don't really feel I have much to worry about in terms of getting the virus on my face. Also, since we're here, I thought this was hilarious. Completely unrelated image. A priest, a rabbit, and a minister walk into a bar. The rabbit says, I might be a typo. You get it? Because it's supposed to be a priest, a rabbi, and a minister walk into a bar. But they added a T. Who knew if you add T to a rabbi, you get a rabbit? Cinnabon, did you know that? I bet you didn't. I bet you did not. So that's a hilarious joke. Plus, we get to see a rabbit drinking a beer. These are the types of things we have on April 20th. Apparently, there was a fake Mandalorian Season 2 trailer released by IGN that Loki's Mornings of Mischief just reported on. Just before this, I checked it out. They put up a fake trailer for Mandalorian Season 2. I won't spoil it in case you guys haven't seen it. But for Mandalorian fans, you should definitely check it out. As someone who hasn't seen Mandalorian, it was only mildly entertaining. But I have good authority that if you're a fan of The Mandalorian, and especially Baby Yoda, you will find it hysterical. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir. Hello, 47 Yorktown. Rambling Canuck says, hello, Bird of Prey and all. Welcome, Rambling Canuck. Guys, Rambling Canuck, if you haven't subscribed to Rambling Canuck, please do. And besides that, he put out an epic video to his late father the other day. Not yesterday. I was either yesterday morning or the day before. I'm so sorry, Rambling Canuck, but I think it was yesterday. Now that I think about it, the days just blend together. But he put out a really great video, very touching video, funny story about his father and his mom. But it was a great video, and everybody should check that out. Not a long one, just a nice to the point video about his dad. We all get to learn a little bit more about the man who helped raise Rambling Canuck. Our Rambling Canuck. Cinnabon Bunny says, did you guys see the oil market collapse today? I did, Cinnabon. At one point, oil was $1.03 a barrel. $1 a barrel. My God, if I had a giant swimming pool, I would have drained it and I would have said, send me that oil. I only need to keep that oil for probably 6-8 months, and it's probably back to $50 a barrel. That would, you get a giant profit margin if it could save your money, if you could save the oil. In fact, it was so bad that there were companies paying other companies to take the oil away. The oil was basically worthless. The oil is basically worthless. People are producing too much. There's no place to store it. They're paying companies to haul away the oil because there's so much over excess of oil right now. While that is very terrible for the oil companies, and it will probably come back to hurt us in the long run, in the short term, as a guy who had a gas-guzzling SUV back when I was paying $5 a fucking gallon for gas. Thanks, Obama. $5 a gallon for gas. I had to swipe my credit card twice to fill up my goddamn SUV because the fucking machine would only let you charge $100 at a time. I had to swipe it a second time to get that last $20 to $25 of gas in my goddamn tank. Thank you, President Obama. Yeah, as somebody like that who still remembers the pain of paying $5 a gallon for gas, I say good. Let the oil free. Let the oil flow free. Let ExxonMobil lose all their money, because they were making money hand over fist when they were charging those incredible rates. Their profit margin really shouldn't have changed, right? If they were just passing the energy on to the next person and they were selling it because of taxes, why were they making more money? It doesn't make any sense. They were making a shit ton of money, so they were making big profits during the time oil was high. So you know what? Fuck them. They can afford it. And if they can't, some other oil company will come in. I don't care. I have no shits to give for ExxonMobil, British Petroleum, or any of those bastards. Those greedy bastards. Every single time I was spending $125 a tank twice a week to fill up my SUV. Now, I only wish that I had a car that I could go to the gas station and laugh as I fill the tank. Although, in New York, because of all of our fucking taxes, it's still over $1.60, $1.80 a gallon here. But it should be 65 cents a gallon. This should be the cheapest gas of my life right now. But whatever. Yes, the oil market did collapse. That's bad. I understand that for a lot of people who work in the oil industry and whatnot, that's a bad thing. I get it, but I only feel sorry for the end users, the people, the regular people that have got caught up in it. I care not for the management of these companies and the companies as a whole. Not Ryan Johnson says Anti-Trigger is extra cranky today from the last video he put up. Yes, I saw his video. And on, not to mention that it's also Anti-Trigger's birthday, Hitler's birthday, the Columbine shooting massacre anniversary. It's also the anniversary of the British petroleum explosion in the Gulf of Mexico, the worst oil disaster in world history. And that also happened on April 20th, 2010, I think. So, yeah. Way back. Way back. Crazy. John DeMarco says, hello, everyone. And for Anti-Trekker, if you're here, happy birthday, Anti-Trekker again. But the entire point of the appeals process of YouTube is to just appeal that. And if they don't, then then tell them to see you in court. Because they can't. No lawyer can take back to court. I don't see the problem. It's like, yeah, it's annoying, fine, but you hit appeal, it goes to appeal. If by some reason they say, no, we're going to keep it, then say, I'll see you in court. Because you have an open and shut case. You don't even need an attorney for something like that. Just a well-written letter. It will never get to court. You just have to write a letter and say, I don't know what you think you saw, but I suggest you check my video compared to what you have. You do not own the copyright for the game. You can't. I put my video up first. Anyway. Joseph Patrick donated €2 through Super Chat. Hello world, it's Joseph Opay to celebrate my coming. Wow, Joseph, rubbing it in again. Congratulations. John DeMarco says, hello everyone. Welcome, John DeMarco. Mountains of Elysium says, greetings to Sassy, Chaser of Cats, Eater of Cookies, Stalker of Cardinals, Defiler of Cushions, and Scourge of the Squirrels. Awoo! And remember to switch to live chat, says the Mountains of Elysium, which I did. Number one, Sci-Fi says, hello, Bird of Prey, Mama Prey, Sisso Prey, and any other O-Preys out there. Thank you so much, number one. Sci-Fi, and number one, Sci-Fi, I was watching your stream with your car game, and I admit, yes, the car game looked a hell of a lot more fun than me getting my ass handed to me in Warzone yesterday, and even Counter-Strike. But the only way I'm going to get better at those games is to keep playing them. But you know what? That game, it does look like a fun game. And at some point, I will probably get it. I don't wanna get it now, because then I'll have to give up some other game that I already spent money or time on. Dr. Alex's Qapla, Bird of Prey, Qapla, Dr. Alex. Dr. Alex put out another teaser video for his upcoming next episode of The Doctor Reads the Doctor by the Doctor. Dr. Alex has been invited on to Doomcock stream this Friday. He's a lucky bastard. Good for you, Dr. Alex. I hope it goes well. That should get you to 1,000 subs pretty quickly. Mountains of Elysium says 5x5. Thank you, Mountains of Elysium. Immortal Technique says, hi guys, welcome, Immortal Technique. Thomas Potts' Anti-Trigger birthday didn't start off well. Well, it started off well, Thomas. You went to bed just as I got on on DJ Odyssey stream this morning. I just saw you were leaving just as I got on for 6.5 hours. Well, for 45 minutes I napped in between, but I was on for all 6.5 hours of DJ Odyssey's morning stream. Anti-Tricker came on 2 or 3 hours in. He seemed to have a good enough morning. We were telling a lot of jokes, a lot of funny jokes. He laughed, I think, on the inside. Somewhere. I'm sure he must have laughed. Besides those tears. I think it started up a good enough day. By the way, guys, if you're not subscribed, I know you all are, but if for some reason you're not, please subscribe to DJ Odyssey. He's a single digits away from hitting the 400 mark. For his birthday is this Friday. So we really hope he hits the 400 mark for his birthday. So please check out DJ Odyssey. The odd one. The pink bunny. Sis Opre approved. But DJ Odyssey put out a happy birthday video to Anti-Trekker very early this morning. That has Sis Opre in it. So make sure you check it out. Captain Track says, Bird of Prey, greetings, Captain Track. John Street says, Bird of Prey, the best birthday gift you could give Anti-Trekker is to surrender Kuroga to Turzan. Well, John Street, that's like saying the best birthday gift somebody could give is like giving them their car or their child or something. No, I'm not surrendering Kuroga to Turdistan. I'm sure it would make him happy, but it's simply out of the question. Mountains of Elysium says, didn't realize I was logged in as Mountains of Elysium until I started typing. You know, it happens to me at times. I type in as my real legal name, and I'm like, son of a bitch. I have to go and change to Bird. And John Araki donated $1 through Super Chat. Thank you so much, John Araki. Got a nice, beautiful Klingon Bird of Prey cloaking. It's not Jadzia, but it'll do, I hope. Thomas Potts says, is your yard fenced in? If so, then she is still locked up. Yes, the yard is fenced in. But no, Mamo Prey is not locked up. She can open the gate. There's no lock on the gate. Number 1 Sci-Fi says, Bird of Prey, don't forget that Anti-Trigger was on Noah's Ark. Yes. Yes, that was a good one. Poor Anti-Trigger. He's just so old. Thomas Potts says, lol, I'm watching DJ stream on my iPad and you just showed that picture. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the people who were watching DJ stream got an early showing of the Schronmore picture of Sassy putting me in a cone of shame. Dr. Alex says, that is your Aru comment that was on my trailer vid because of the dog. Yes, exactly. Because of the dog K9, I Aru'd. That's why I did it. That's why I did it. See, it all makes sense, Dr. Alex. It's not that I'm crazy. I'm just, consistent. Josh reads his Bird of Prey. How free is Mamo Prey and Sassy when you have a shock collar on Mamo Prey and Sassy shocks them when they get close to the property line? John Araki just donated $2 through the super chat. Where are the Kurogan stimulus checks? John Araki, there's no recession in Kuroga. There's no virus in Kuroga. So we need no stimulus. In fact, we're enjoying a lot of cheap oil. The stimulus check is going to be everybody's going to get a free 100-gallon barrel of oil. It'll be delivered shortly. As for Josh Street, there is no shock collar on Mamo Prey nor Sassy. We do not believe in shock collars. Cinnabon Bunny is laughing. Josh Street says, Mrs. Anti-Tracker / Bird of Prey, when are you going to leave Anti-Tracker and go move in with Dr. Alex? I am not Mrs. Anti-Tracker. I assume Mrs. Anti-Tracker is probably going to give Anti-Tracker, what has he got, one more good year in him before he's burnt out completely. So I'm assuming she's already getting Dr. Alex prepped and ready. She's probably starting to send over some toiletries and things so that when she gets there, everything's all set up for her. Loki's Mornings of Mischief, hail bird, hashtag blame Loki. No, I don't blame you, Loki. Loki did use a little bit of clickbait on his stream just a little while ago. Right before this, Loki was streaming, and it said, I forgot the title, but it had Orville. It said something about news, we were tricked. And I thought, oh no, what happened to the Orville? What were we tricked about? But it turned out he was reporting on the Mandalorian trailer from IGN, which I saw the trailer afterwards. It was funny. It was funny. It was good, Loki. I don't know why you didn't put a Mandalorian picture, but no hard feelings. It was good to get our attention for that. Guys, if you're not already subscribed, check out Loki's Mornings of Mischief. He does a morning show, 9 a.m. Eastern, every weekday, plus occasional breaking news streams throughout the day, and he often plays games on evenings and weekends. So check out Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Dr. Alex says, subscribe to Rambling Canuck. I thought I already had. Yes, also subscribe to Rambling Canuck and Captain Track and Cinnamon Bunny. Basically, everybody here has a channel, which is great. Cinnabon says it ended at negative 30 today. How could it end at negative 30? I'm shocked. I am shocked. Mountains of Elysium says greetings to Loki. Rambling says thank you, Vertebrae, for the kind words about my video. Oh, no problem, Rambling. You earned them. You earned those words. Loki is saying hello, hail to Mountains of Elysium. Rambling Canuck says Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Lol, looks like I started the trend. Lol, hashtag blame Loki. Did you start blame Loki, Rambling? You know what? I'm going to give you a little tip of my hat because I'm tired of hashtag blame bird. Thomas Spots is bird of prey. High gas prices under Obama is Trump's fault. I'm sure someone will figure out how that works. Captain Trax is Rambling Canuck in celebration of my dad. Oh, good. Thank you, Captain Trax. Put the link to the Rambling Canuck video I was talking about. Dr. Alex says, but really, Bird, did you have to drive a tank? I couldn't get a tank. I couldn't find a tank. I did drive the helicopter in Warzone. Loki's Mornings of Mischief says, Rambling Canuck, I'm already working on a t-shirt, brother. Very cool. Very cool. Loki says, Rambling gonna be my slogan moving forward for a long time. Wow. John Street says, Dr. Alex, tank gets a better gas mileage per gallon than Bird's Jeep did. Actually, it was my QX56 that I was filling up. Because it had it did not get good gas mileage, but it had a giant gas tank. I think it took 27 gallons. So, I mean, you do the math. It's not that I ever let the gas get to zero. No, I never let it get empty. But for 27 gallons at like what, $4.89 a gallon or something, and it would come up to 120, 125 bucks by the time I fill up. John DeMarco says, unfortunately, it's not the executives that will be hurting. It never is. Yeah, I know. Mountains of Elysium says, we had the Green Party in power in 2011, and petrol went from 75 cents a liter, and they added so much tax it went to €1, and then the AH government kept adding tax, so it went up to €1.50 before the beer virus. And that's per liter, which is like what, 2.5 liters to a gallon, something like that. Dr. Alex says, Qapla to Joseph. Josh Street says, bird of prey. It's Napoleon III. Yes, Napoleon III also his birthday is today. Napoleon the Third. A lot of famous people. Joseph says hello to Dr. Alex. Mountains of Elysium says hail and greetings to Joseph. Josh Street says, is bird an hour behind yet? Pretty much, Josh Street. pretty much. Baby Yoda says hello from the Mandalorian show. Welcome, Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda, did you get paid extra to do that IGN trailer, or was that just some CGI? Did they not even have you in? Because I'll be honest, you looked a little bit grown up. You looked a little taller than even full-size Yoda in the trailer, but you had the same baby face. Dr. Alex says, yes, I'm a fair way behind. Joseph says, Berta Pere, how come you always understand my comments only in that one particular way? Because that's the only way you make them, Joseph. That's the only way you make them. Dr. Alex is Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda. Backwards on a pig. Baby Yoda. I don't know what that is. Loki is congratulating Dr. Alex. And Dr. Alex says, I hope the invitation is still open. Of course it's open, Dr. Alex. You gotta pound him on Twitter and his email, which he gives out, but we all know it's dictorvandooncock@gmail.com. Pound him on his Twitter and his email until he sees it, and you'll get a time. And then don't be late. Don't be late. He definitely have you on, Dr. Alex. John Street says, Berta Pere, when is the roast of Anti-Trekker going to start? Well, I guess tomorrow when he starts his epic all-night stream. Sure, we'll roast him. I kind of started roasting him this morning. Yeah, you should put the grill on. Get the grill pre-warmed, preheated. Auntie's gonna have some treats. Auntie jerky. Number one sci-fi. Mountains of Elysium says DJ was at 396 earlier today. We need to get him. We need to get him to the 400. Actually, we need to get him to like 410. This way, in case he goes down a little, he stays above 400. Number one sci-fi is Berta Pere. What did you think about my original song video? I made a comment on it, number one. I said that yes, we need to think positive, but stay virus negative. In reality, that was a very brave song, and I think I agree with everyone that you sing better than I do. You sing better than I do. To do an original song and sing it, well done, number one sci-fi. Life with Matthew says, Qapla, Berto praying all Qapla, Life with Matthew. And there was John Araki's $2 chat. John Araki, hashtag free Apu, indeed. Loki says, thank you for the kind words. You are welcome. Thomas is Cinnabon Bun. No, Cinnamon Bun. Did I say Cinnamon Bun? Cinnabon Bun. Dr. Alex says, and everyone is a wrench. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Mr. Miles says, I don't have a channel. Well, I do, but not really. Well, you have a channel, Mr. Miles. Crap, I've blown my cover. Welcome, Mr. Miles. Mountains of Elysium doesn't have a wrench because he was Schromore's secondary name, but now Mountains of Elysium does have a wrench. Josh Street says free Sassy and free Aberjam and free Mama Prey and free the Kurogan Orphan Miners. No. Dr. Alex wants free bird and free love, says Josh Street. Everybody wants everything free all of a sudden. When did this become a socialist stream? Captain Trax is Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Is there anything we cannot use the blame Loki for? Hashtag blame Loki for. Probably don't want to blame him for the virus. Josh Street says hashtag anti-Trekker roast. Mountains of Elysium says Dr. Alex, I don't have a wrench on this channel. You do now. You do now. But then again, I'm in trouble. You're not troubled, Mountains of Elysium. Robert Rose Jr. says, I heard today a barrel of oil is now under $20 a barrel. It was at $1 a barrel, Robert, at one point. And then when I saw it, it was at $3 a barrel. And now, I don't know how to believe this, but Cinnabon told me it closed at negative. I don't know how that's possible at a negative number. Dr. Alex's Mountains of Elysium, not sure why my wrench gives me wrenching power. 47 Yorktown says, yes, George Hashato Takai. George Takai is 83 today. Anti-Trekker's favorite character from the original series. Actually, his favorite character from the JJ films. Sulu. Well, that actor's birthday is not today, so I guess it doesn't count. Never mind. We'll move on. Robert Rose says gas around here is $1.29 a gallon in places. It's still higher here in the city, unfortunately, but yeah. And there are places where it's under $1. Baby Yoda's his bird of prey. That's not me in the 420. It's CGI. Okay. That's what I thought, Baby Yoda. Loki says, Captain Track, it's all open, brother. You can use hashtag blame Loki for anything. Lol. And Dr. Alex says, bird doesn't know baby monkey. God damn it. This is like the 5th time today I have to explain to somebody I don't know music. I don't know songs. I don't know what that is. Okay, this morning, Dr. Alex, I had to be told what the hell a crooner was. I thought a crooner was a type of boat. Apparently, crooner is my favorite music. My favorite musicians are all crooners. I had no idea. Frank Sinatra, all those types. Crooners. John DeMarco says it's always a good time to start roasting Anti-Trekker around an open fire. Joe Lau says good morning, chat, and morning, bird of prey. Good morning, Joe Lau. Qapla. Rambling Canuck says Loki's morning's mischief. Now I would Star Wars and Star Trek. Now I would Star Wars and Star Trek is too far. Oh, he wouldn't use blame Loki for Star Wars and Star Trek. Darth Maul, Qapla Darth Maul, says roast him like a turd on the streets of San Francisco in the summer. Yes, we'll get him all nice and dry and crusty by the end. Dr. Alex says an education for you. Maybe you could do a karaoke version. Thank you, Dr. Alex. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't autoplay too much. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Baby monkey going backwards on a pig. There's a baby monkey riding a pig backwards. I am shocked and amazed. Wow. I don't think that pig wants the monkey on its back. That's nuts. Okay, so I guess it's not a song. Dr. Alex's bird of prey in education. I just read that. Happy birthday, Anti-Trekker, says Joe Lau. I'm sure Anti-Trekker would thank you if he was here. I'm not sure if he is yet. Loki says, that's not true. That's not Loki's fault. Yeah, no. Star Trek and Star Wars is definitely not Loki's fault. Yosef says, we all have wrenchers. We are tools to bird. Or tools of bird, maybe. Mr. Miles says, I've had a channel, but none of you are allowed to subscribe to it. Stay off my lawn. Okay, guys, as you said, do not subscribe to Mr. Miles' channel. Whatever you do. Rambling Nook is lolling. Mando Merc says, hey, bird of prey. Qapla, Mando. Good to see you. Josh Street says, no, bird of prey. This is Faroga, where everything is free, mostly Beagle and Orphan and bird of prey bites. Wow. Cinnabon says, my contract is now at negative $22. How in the hell does that happen? Do you get paid for taking the oil? John DeMarco says, so does that mean they pay you? Yeah, I don't understand. I know that there were literally companies paying customers to take the oil that they were supposed to get early because they literally had nowhere else to store the oil. So why are they still pumping it? I guess it costs too much money to stop the pumps. So the oil is still coming. We should just be taking it for the National Strategic Oil Reserve, right? If they've got all this extra oil, they have no place to put it. Oh, fine, just give it to us, give it to the government, and we'll fill up the strategic oil reserves to the tippy top. Everybody wins. Everybody wins. Darth Maul says it was $- vertebrae. There's too much supply in the chain now, but we're still in pay prices at the pump. The time that the oil was pumped, I see about $2.40 around my house in California. Well, I mean, it's never going to be negative at the pump because, gasoline has to be refined, and refining is not cheap. I would say not that pumping is cheap either. I mean, but you get a hell of a lot more out of pumping. But once it has to be transported and refined and transported again, there's no way that's ever going to be free. Mando says, I get gas in New Jersey, much cheaper than in New York City. I thought that they added the tax in New Jersey and it was pretty much the same now. It always used to be, growing up in New York, people used to literally go to New Jersey to go get gas because it was so much cheaper. But I thought within the last year or two, ever since you guys got the new governor in New Jersey, that the gas tax went up. Loki says, Bird knows Star Trek, Bird knows Star Wars, Bird doesn't know music. Actually, Loki, I would say Bird knows Star Trek. I really wouldn't say I know Star Wars. I watched, yes, I've seen the movies, but that's it. I have not seen Clone Wars. I haven't read any books. I'm not even saying that I've I haven't committed any of those movies to memory. So I would not even say Star Wars was a strong point. Star Trek, yes, Star Trek all the way. But, I'll say I know a little bit more about Star Wars. I know about music, but that's not a whole lot. Daniel's Hot Topics is Bird of Prey. Happy birthday, Anti-Trigger. I'm sure he will thank you, Daniel, if he is in the room. I don't know if he is yet. He might not be able to come. He might be working. Mando says hey to Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Loki says hail to Mando. Dr. Alex says the Streets of San Francisco was an awesome theme tune too. Yes, the Streets of San Francisco. Captain Trax' Bird of Prey sings less than good. Hashtag blame Loki. Mando Merc says hail to Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Good to see him. Dr. Alex says Qapla to Mando. Mando says hey to Dr. Alex. Dan23 has got a big smile on his face. Qapla, Dan. Cinnabon says producers are paying buyers to take delivery and store it. What a great world we live in. Mike Richards has 5 subscribers and he doesn't have a channel. Well, you have a channel, you just don't have any content on it. Mando says, Bird of Prey, I sent you a friend request on Discord. Okay, Mando. I don't have Discord open, but I will open it later and I will accept your friend request. Cinnabon says, OPEC cuts don't go into effect until May 1st. Daniel's Hot Topics is Bird of Prey. I got to go out with my mom soon, so I can only stay a moment. Okay, Daniel, but thank you so much for coming by. Hopefully you gave the stream a like, and anyone else who's here, please remember to thumb up that stream for while you're here. Dan23 had 2. Wow, Sassy is running like crazy. What's the matter, Sassy? She's picking up the toy, and she's running around the room with it. Okay, Sassy. See, the reason I'm not on camera today, for those who don't know, was Sassy woke me and Mama Bray up at 4 a.m. Eastern. She is in rare mood because, Sassy is in heat, and her emotions, her hormones are driving her crazy, and she's up all night. She was up at 4 a.m. She wouldn't go back to sleep. She ended up taking over the house. She was barking outside. There was It was a plastic shopping bag blowing across my neighbor's lawn, and Sassy decided she had to howl at it at 4:15 in the morning. Like literally, she wanted Mama Prey to go outside and take the shopping bag off my neighbor's lawn, but even Mama Prey would draw the line at doing that. And after another 15 minutes, we finally gave up, stopped trying to go back to sleep, woke ourselves up, and I got on to the computer, and I noticed DJ Odyssey had just gone live. So then I literally spent the next 6 hours on DJ's stream, 6.5 hours. Although I did manage a slight nap during DJ's stream. That's all all the nap I had today. And so I'm exhausted. I never even really got dressed today. I'm still in my usual night clothes, which is not acceptable to go on a stream with, so that's why we have Jar Life today. Also, Mama Prey is exhausted, even more so than me, and I don't want Mama Prey to have to go through the trouble that we do, because Mama Prey obviously is the one who sets up the camera, since I can't get up to set it up. So Mama Prey, not that it's a lot of work, but I'm not going to ask Mama Prey to do anything extra today. She already does enough, so we will just do a Jar Life today, and some of you probably prefer not seeing my face anyway, which is fine. And then there's some of you who will lie and say, "Oh no, we want to see you." Yeah, right. I don't even want to see me on camera, so we're happy with just the jar and the stars, and we can still do everything that we want to do today. Dan23 had 2 comments on a video. Once the video still says no views. Yeah, Dan, YouTube updates the views, doesn't update the views in real time. So if you come back tomorrow or a few hours, you should have views. But the comments, they get posted immediately. Loki's Mornings of Mischief says to Mando, good to see him here as well. Mando is laughing at Mike Richards. He has 105. He's been making gameplay videos for YouTube for years. Very cool, Mando. So guys, check out Mando's channel too. John Street says, Bird of Prey, it costs next to nothing to turn off a well, but it costs too much to restart a well. There you go. Okay. Restarting the well is what's expensive. Yosef, our oil expert. Darth Maul says, Bird of Prey, my 4 subscribers are precious to me. Like the 4 teeth in the mouth of those meth addicts from the meme. Cinnabon Bunny says current contract for wholesale gas is 67 cents. I assume that's a gallon. Mike Richards says hail to Mando. Dr. Alex says Mando. Well, some recording delays, so writing episode 11, episode 12 finale already written long ago. Made an episode 10 trailer to keep people entertained. Otherwise, not much. That's what Dr. Alex has been up to. Mountains of Elysium says the price of petrol dropped from €150 to €128 per liter in the past 2 weeks. Very cool. Dr. Daniel's Hot Topics is Bird of Prey. I got to go. See you later. Take care, Daniel. Hot Topics. I hope you got to hear some of my replies before you left. I'm not sure if you did. Mike Richards says, damn autocorrect. It's okay, Mike Richards. Mr. Miles is Bird of Prey. I have what's called auto uncorrect. I try to uncorrect autocorrect as I read. Mr. Miles is Bird of Prey. You say you know a lot about Star Trek, but what do you know about Star Trek? I see what you did there, Mr. Miles. Mountains of Elysium says, I had to drop out for a while. Just saw you gave me a wrench. Thank you humbly. You are welcome, Mountains of Elysium. Yeah, I noticed that you did not have a wrench before you pointed it out, so I added it. The Epic Beard is happy 520 to Anti-Tracker. Yeah. And Joseph was right. 52 was the first 2 digits of Anti-Tracker's newest age. Mando Merck says, Dr. Alex, been working on a few videos for my alternate channel and need to do a Star Citizen lore live stream on Twitch that I keep saying I'll do. Very cool. Vile Mike says, howdy folks. On a smoke break, how you all doing? I'm doing good, Vile. How are you? Dan23 says, I found the button on my YouTube settings to tell them that my videos are not made for children. Now that's important. Mando says Anti-Tracker is 520. He is. Well, let's put it this way. That's our best estimate. In the middle of the night, a botanist, well, actually not in the middle of the night. Remember when he was having his knee surgery? It didn't go so well. That was because for a brief time, they'd actually cut his leg off to count the rings, so they could get an accurate age of him. And then when they reattached the leg, he had some nerve issues, but he thinks it's because of, some random thing, but it was because they actually had completely disconnected his leg to count the rings. And they came up with that this is his 520th season. No, 520th summer. So we're pretty sure that he's 520 years old. Though if there was like a long period of drought, that can throw off the ring system. Joseph says, wow, diesel became cheaper. 107 euro. Do not remember it's so cheap for ages. Gasoline is 113 to 131. Very cool. Dr. Alex says Mando sounds like productive time. Epic says Bird is naked confirmed. I'm not naked. I'm covered. Darth Maul says Bird of Prey. Sassy is going through the pond far. Sorry, girl. Anti is under quarantine. You may find relief in this trying time. Auntie is also another girl dog, just to be clear. Dr. Alex says, gotta duck out for a bit. Take care, doctor. Dan 23 says, people get older, they have to toilet more in the night. Yes, well, I can attest to that. Mando says, Dr. Alex, if it would be if I can finish them. Wah ha ha. Oh, ha ha ha. Take care. Mike Richards is Bird of Prey. It's amusing to watch your reactions to the Dear Bop letters. Oh, yes, we have Dear Bop to do. Although, when I checked Dear Bop before the stream, there was only one Dear Bop. So, I mean, if I've helped most of the people online, I consider that a success. The day will come when we have no Dear Bops, and that's when I know I literally helped everyone there is to help on the internet. John Street says hashtag Dear Sassy. Mr. Miles says I have 125 subs and I make no effort to produce content other than random 10 to 30 second video, and even those are on a whim. So you're basically showing off, Mr. Miles. You got 125 subs when there are people in this chat with half as many subs who are trying hard to get them. Ms. Mouse says people are strange. This is true. John DeMarco says it's sympathy for having to work for Anti-Trigger. That's also true. Josh Street is saying Dear Sassy. Hashtag Dear Sassy. Dear Sassy. Dear Sassy. Dan23 says I watched a new Family Guy this evening and they made a joke about the Orville. They've made several jokes about the Orville this season in Family Guy. And thank you, Dan23. I completely forgot to watch it. So I will do that after this stream. I've got to watch Family Guy. John DeMarco says we're guessing his age is 520, but it's hard to read the birth certificate since it's carved in stone. It's also in Old English, so it's also, it's hard to read. Remember, they didn't have a 0 back then, so you have to convert. Darth Maul's is Bird of Prey. Like the way Think Man. I was thinking the same thing before you said how they dated Anti-Trigger. Yes, we had to cut him to count the rings. Joseph says, Mr. Miles, sorry for being a sub. Vile Mike says, John DeMarco, that is because you don't read cuneiform. It actually states C 3469 BCE on his long form birth tablet. Wow. Doris Mall says, Bird of Prey, in The Wonder of Kurtzman track, sassy and anti are a thing. Wow. Okay. I don't know if sassy swings that way. Mountains of Elysium says, I think the problem was that there was volcanic eruptions in 5762 BC, which left soot in one of Anti-Tracker's rings. It released soot and caused temporary loss of mobility. That's possible. Mountains of Elysium, I just read that. Mr. Miles says, Joseph, you'll regret it eventually. John DeMarco says, I knew I should have brushed up on, is it cuneiform? Cuneiform? Not DJ. Dan23 says, so Klingons live 200 years or more. So that is confirmed. Klingons have a long life like Vulcans. That is confirmed. Assuming they don't die in battle. Cinnabon, there are no old warriors, which is not true. There are. Cinnabon Bunny says, I think the only way to know Anti-Tracker's age is to crack him open and count the rings. Sluggerville says CLXX. That's C is 100, L is 50, and XX is 20. Oh, yes, 520. 550, no, that's 550. L is 50, right? So that's 570? CLXX. CLXX is 570, right? Oh, CLXX is 170. Right, C is 100, not 500. Son of a bitch. 170. Yes, C, no, yes. So CLXX, that's 170. No, we think he's 520. Thomas is Bird of Prey. Anti-Tracker's birth certificate is written in Tamil English. And I don't know what 500. D. Is it D? DCCC, says Josh Street. Cuneiform, cuneiform. Hope that helps you. Cuneiform. Thank you, Vile. That can't be 520. That's 800. DXX would be 520. Yeah, okay. DXX is 520. That's what it is. DLXX is 570. Or MMMMMMMMML. Yeah, no. I think that's a little high. Mountains of Elysium says Anti-Tracker was born during the anti-time eruption in All Good Things when Q and Picard went to France. Dear God, that means Anti-Tracker is a Frenchman. That could be. That explains something. I won't say it explains a lot, but it explains some things. Okay, guys, so it's time to go to Dear Bot. Dear Bot. Pop out the chat. Chat over to this window. Live chat. Mr. Miles' Bird of Prey, do you think Gandalf will show up at Anti-Tracker's birthday? No. No, I don't. I don't. Okay, we've got 5 gearbox. It's a solid number of gearbox. Gandalf. Did I say Gandalf? Bio Mike is heading back to work later, folks. Have a good insert relevant time period here. Take care, Vile. Dan has 127 subscribers. Darth Malls is Bird of Prey. Truthfully, we don't know how old Anti-Tricker is since his birth stories were told orally. That's another problem. Mountain believes him, so I'm not saying my theories are correct. They have little to no basis in fact, but he's sticking to them. Greetings, DJ Odyssey. DJ, I was just telling everybody to check out your channel. Check out your video you did to Happy Birthday Anti-Tricker this morning, which includes a little segment from Sister O'Prey. And I was telling everybody that you need to get to 400 subs before Friday. So, everybody needs to subscribe. Zachary says it's 420. Bird of Prey should be doing a stream high. No. Bird of Prey does not believe. Holy crap, now we went to 12. Dear boss, maybe I am high. Maybe I am. I do not partake, though. I don't blame people who do. I just don't. Okay, so the first Dear Bot. And guys, if you want me to catch your comment from this point on, make sure you put @BirdoPray5 in it, so I can see it. Joe Lau says, work stuff, got to go. Be back if you've not finished before I'm done. Very cool, Joe Lau. DJ confirmed, Birdo Prey is high. Wow. Okay, here are the details. Dear Bach, Emperor Zoltar here. What the frack do you mean, no credit? I'm the head of the Galactic Union of M-Class planets. Nobody messes with the Gump. For 2 Quataloos, I'd come down there and ... Oh, hi, honey. What am I doing? Well, I was just... Ow. Okay, I'll be nice. Tell you what, I'll get you the catalog from Birdco and ow. Okay, a catalog. 1,000 shares of Birdco stock. And a prepaid account? You got it, baby. I love you. Okay, she's gone. I'll have the saucer loaded with gold and uranium. Just please, for the love of Prel, don't let her have any more whackin' orphan mallets. Painfully yours, Zoltar. Zoltar, as soon as that saucer comes in, we will have to you a pallet of mallets as you've requested. Don't say Birdco is not even faster shipper than Amazon. I would challenge Amazon to begin to deliver off-planet. Birdco is already delivering off-planet all the time. In fact, many of our drivers are not allowed to come back to Earth because of their criminal records. So, we have exclusive off-planet delivery options. John DeMarco says, is he ever not high? And Thomas says, maybe I am high. Vertebrae quote. Joseph says, please sub to me. I promise I won't bother you with content. And puts in a link. Thank you. Guys, yes, subscribe to Joseph, even though he has no content. Dear Bob, I did research on chloroquine, and there was a recent study done in Brazil testing its efficiency on treating SARS-CoV-2 virus. It was stopped early because the drug killed 2 of the infected people, and dozens developed heart arrhythmia or heart problems that put them in serious conditions. Also, the original test group that led to chloroquine being touted as a cure for the virus was 20 people, but only 17 were cited because the other 3 people died to heart complications, misleading people it was 100% effective. Who would have thought that giving sick people that have a viral infection with a mortality rate of 2 to 4% and causes lung problem, a drug that has a mortality of 4 to 6% and causes heart and kidney and liver problems is a good idea. Signed, Anonymous O'Prey 5. That sounds like fake news. Okay, if it wasn't effective, why is it so hard to get? Okay, why is it so hard to get? Why are doctors literally hoarding it, writing prescriptions for their family members? and their friends. And no, if it was that deadly, it wouldn't be used to even treat malaria. Not to mention the thousands and hundreds of thousands, maybe, of people that take it for lupus and other whatchamacallit, not only lupus, other autoimmune diseases like Sissopray. Hell, it is safe enough to take while pregnant. So I don't know where you heard this about the Brazil study, but I would suspect maybe Brazil got a bad batch. Where did they get their batch? Assuming everything is even true, I would look to say, did Brazil even get the right batch of medicine? Because if literally you're telling me they had to stop a study because it killed people and caused tons of heart arrhythmia and heart problems, then why are they treating people with it with malaria? That makes zero sense. The drug is fairly safe drug. We know that much. Now, if you say it didn't work, okay, maybe. But yeah, Thomas, I gotcha. Sounds like somebody who only believes in a 2-year study. Well, listen, if there's a study that says that, I would question their sources. Though when you make extraordinary claims, I would appreciate a source. Because there's no source here, and I scan the news every day for news on this issue, and I have not seen it from any source. So I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I question the source. I would still say, God forbid I got sick, give it to me. Give me the chloroquine and the Z-Pack. Dear Bob, I would like to manufacture Romulan ale in my garage. Anti-Trigger said that you would be the guy to ask. Is it true that one of the most important ingredients is mule urine? If so, I have plenty and just need to know the other ingredients necessary. Once I have a large batch, I will be sure to send you a growler full. Just so you know, it's best served at room temperature. Thank you. No. See, this is what happens when you talk to Anti-Trigger. There's no mule urine in Romulan ale. DJ Odyssey put in a shameless plug to his channel. Very cool, guys. Check out DJ Odyssey. Mike Richards is Bird of Prey, son of a bitch. Signed Emperor's Altar. It's okay. We knew it was from Emperor's Altar. DJ says, got a message from PJ. Looks like the great Whovian debate is narrowed down to 5 p.m. Eastern on Friday, guys. So that means that Bed Life on Friday will probably start at 3 p.m. Eastern to accommodate. So once we're done with Bed Life, we're all going to head over to Orville Nation's channel and watch our own DJ Odyssey debate one to several people on who is the best Doctor Who Doctor. Mountains of Elysium says Joseph, I'm subbed from 2 channels. Admiral Saval says Joe Birdie. Hello, Admiral Saval. Qapla. And Rock Solid puts in youtube.com/Rock Solid. Not a cheap plug. I don't use plugs. I'm bald. Guys, check out Rock Solid Productions too. He put out a video today where his guest actually pronounces Mario correctly, and Rock Solid calls him out on it. And not only does he call him out on it, he says that he knew that Birdo Prey 5 at that very second would be typing in the chat, and you know what? I was. As soon as the guy said Mario, I started typing, 2240 or whenever it was in the video. I started typing, you see, he says Mario, and I was going to say, and you didn't correct him, but sure enough, a second later, he corrected him. So I had to just erase it, and I still said, 23, yes, Mario. At least he said Mario. He was just talking about that it was a great, that he said anybody, if they were going to start playing a video game they never played before, they should start playing. Oh, he just laughed it off. He didn't go away. He was being nice about it. Though he did say Mario again another time or two without correction. Mandos is DJ going to say that Nurse Who is the best, won't he? And DJ says, hell no. What were you saying, Mama Frey? Joseph's vertebrae, just drink tonic and double the zinc dosage if you should get it. Was a viral video from a doctor. I'm doing my part by drinking gin and tonic. Okay, well, I can tell you that Romulan ale is 0 parts mule urine. Anti-Tracker was, completely wrong as usual. The ingredients to Romulan ale are as follows. 2 parts Hershey's strawberry syrup. 1 part 2% low-fat lactate milk. 6 parts baking soda. 4 parts the squeezed out juice of blueberry Hubba Bubba bubble gum. 1 part what's that stuff? It comes from lemons. Not lemon juice. Lemon drop? Yeah, lemon drop. 3 parts vodka from France. Preferably double to triple distilled. No flavored, just the regular vodka. 6 parts water. Spring water. Not well water. Well water is too irony. Clear spring water. If you can't do 6 parts spring water, then do 5 parts distilled water. But preferably the spring water. And then basically a whole package of blue food coloring. Put it in a blender for 20 to 30 minutes on high and microwave for 60 seconds. Serve with an umbrella. That's the magic formula for Romulan ale. Mary O, is that Commodore O's sister? Mary O. No, Mario is not Commodore O's sister. Mario is a common name. Thomas Potts puts in a link to Drink Mixer, which I can't look at right now. Number 1 says, tell Mama Pray, I love you more and more and more and more. Thank you, number 1, Sci-Fi. Zach, Mama Pray says, thank you, sir. Zachary Gibbons says, Vertebrae, should I try to make this Romulan ale drink? You're welcome to if you want. Isaiah Amos says, happy 90th birthday to Anti-Tracker. Dr. Scotty says, Vertebrae, I just tried your Romulan ale formula and it exploded all over my kitchen, but it does taste good. Well, I forgot to mention, you're supposed to put 1 ice cube in it. But here's the deal. The cube has to be a perfect cube. None of these rectangular or trapezoidal cubes, or God forbid that round cube that Anti-Tracker makes with his Amazon round ice cube making device. No, actual perfect cube of ice. That's what goes in. Dear Bob, recently someone told me this whole COVID-19 thing was BS because the flu kills 65,000 Americans a year, and this virus only killed 40,000 so far. I tried to explain to them that the flu is not just one virus, but actually a type of viruses that falls under the influenza category, and that N hashtag H hashtag is a scientific name that denotes the part of the protein structure of that virus, H having a 0 to 3 and N having a 0 to 5, meaning that there are over 1,000 different flu viruses, and statistically speaking, each flu virus strain is only responsible for 50 deaths per year. Granted, substrains do more than others. Less, this is just an average. First to 40,000 for so far, just caused by this one SARS-CoV-2 virus. But he said that I must have got my facts from the CDC and the WHO, and they are full of fake news, and will only listen to Trump and Fox News for the real news. My question is, why is it do my farts smell so bad after eating Brussels sprouts? You likely have a glandular issue. That's probably what it is. You should go to a doctor and request an immediate what's that thing? What's the thing where they check for colon cancer? I forgot. You should go and tell them to stick the camera up your butt and check. Colonoscopy, yes. You gotta go get one of those stat. It seems like you have an issue. As for the flu, that's very possible. I have no idea. If for some reason I doubt it's 50 per strain, but from what I've heard, there are already multiple strains of the virus that's out there, right? I mean, they're doing DNA tests on the virus. They can check and tell where the virus came from to a particular point, as from where in the world, depending on the hotspot that some of the viruses are coming from. So I would imagine that there are already additional strains of the virus out there. So I'll be honest, even though you didn't ask about it, I don't think Trump or Fox News was the source, but I'd say something there isn't correct. Now, what you should have said is that, the flu might kill 65,000 people in a year, but we've hit 40,000, and we probably are not at the halfway point. So, when this is all over, it's going to be a lot more than the flu. It's going to be a lot more than the flu. Thomas says, Bird of Prey, it's Romulan ale recipe. Okay, well, that's an option, I guess, although I gave the Romulan ale recipe. So, I don't see why. Zachary says, farts should always smell like perfume. No, they should be odorless. Dear Bob, so a further update regarding my spouse and taxes. The feds have also taken our federal return. I hate this country so much right now. Maybe I need to vote for Bernie. Then everyone else will suffer like I am. You need to spread it around after all. No response needed. I am so sorry. They took your federal return. Although I would question they might not be able to take the stimulus check. But that sucks. But at least if they took your return, at least they're applying it to a debt. So even if it wasn't the debt you would have paid off, it is nonetheless some type of debt is being paid off. But the problem is you can't vote for, you could vote for Bernie, but it would probably be as a write-in candidate since he is not the nominee. So you're really at this point, is if you want to vote for Biden or Trump or throw away your vote. Those are your options as of now. They could change. A lot could change come November, but those are your options as of this second. Dear Sassy, is it time to take over the humans in the overworld? Signed, Emperor of the Under Empire. And Sassy's asleep again. Sorry, Emperor of the Under Empire. You'll have to try back. Thomas's bird price CNN told them Trump and Fox said that. I don't know. I'm not pointing fingers. Dear Bob, so further updates regarding my spouse and taxes. Okay. I read this one already. Delete it. Seems like it came in double right after the sassy one. And for a third time, I will delete it. Maybe it got stuck. Fourth time. Okay. Now I know why it jumped so quickly. And one more time. There we go. Okay. So this one looks like it'll be new. Dear Bob, I'm working from home for years now, but it's getting tiring for me right now because I have no possibility to do anything else than staying home or go grocery shopping. It is driving me crazy that everything is closed and we cannot go nowhere but a few stores or the garden. Things like going for a walk in the woods, exploring nature are just not for me. How did you adjust to life at home? How did you overcome the disappointment of not being able to go where you would like? 205. It's only a small question, huh? Listen, I used to love traveling. I used to love going to Arizona, going to upstate New York, hiking around upstate, hiking around Arizona, California. I used to go to California a lot for work, traveling to other countries, all those types of things. What I did not like, really, was going to New York City because it was crowded and smelly and there were too many people. Yeah, I like to go to places around my house. I did. But I would say, as terrible as I am as a handicapped person, like I know there are people that would be doing far better at it than me, and I've met those types of people. I met them in the nursing home. My personality, I don't mind not going out that much. I don't mind not seeing people for long periods of time. I mean, we have YouTube, we have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have emails. I keep in contact with friends. I keep in contact with family. I know they're there. I don't have to be in constant communication with them to know they're out there. It's just always been my personality like that. I know it's harder, I think, on Mama Prey than me, because Mama Prey was more a sociable person than I used to be. To be honest, Mama Prey, well, now Mama Prey hates people. She doesn't want to see anybody. She's joking. But she's like partially joking. Yeah. But no, to be completely honest, being at home and stuck on the computer, no, it's certainly not something I would choose to do. And I would trade a lot to be able to walk again. But, I don't know. What's the punishment to me is the fact that it's costing Mama Prey her days and, days she should be retired and reading a book on the beach in Florida, and she's here having. Yeah, okay. So she's here reading a book in front of a window with Sassy next to her. But, that's what I feel bad for me. For me personally, I wake up, there are days I wonder, how did this happen? How have I been here so long? How have I not gone crazy? And I realized I did go crazy, and I broadcast it on YouTube. But, it's not easy, Joseph. 205. Some people just have different personalities. Maybe, I often wonder if maybe if I was less content with sitting back and doing stuff on the computer and not seeing people, okay with not seeing people often, if that would have made me work harder to I don't know the why. I mean, it's a matter of there not being nerves. I do physical therapy. It's not like I'm not trying to get better, but I often wonder, would I have progressed quicker if I hated this situation more than I do? And I don't know. I don't have an answer. But Joseph, I could tell you, if I had a loving wife and a couple of pets and a decent house, which I have a decent house and I have a pet, but the other things that you seem to have, I don't think I would be too upset by not being able to go away as much. But again, that's me. I know other people do other things. If you don't like walking around in the woods, maybe do it with your wife or with your animal. I don't know if you can, if you're allowed. But for me, going through the woods was always a nice mental break. You learn a lot about yourself in a hike through the woods. Mountains of Elysium give some advice. Don't stand near a naked flame. Mountains of Elysium says, what fertilizer using bird of prey? You turn 5 bird of preys into a bumper crop. Yeah. Well, I think it was the spam. The 10-year-old spam. Zachary Gibbons, 15-year-old. Zachary Gibbons' bird of prey is a tougher man for what he's going through and keeps his spirits up. Number 1 says, bird of prey, can we hear a Mama Prey 5 story? I will ask her, number 1. She just went outside with Sassy. I will ask her when she comes back in. Dear Anti-Tracker, when is that evil bird of prey going to surrender to you on your birthday? Signed, Sassy. Fake news. Fake news. Nobody pay attention. That's not Sassy. Dear Bach, you son of a bitch. You know good and damn well what you did, and you keep doing it and spreading it around to others. How dare you pollute that I love with your Karoga lies. Pollute what I love with your Karoga lies and misinformation. I will take you down if it's the last thing I do. It's pronounced Mario, not Mario. I will make you pay for what you've done. Rock Solid Productions. At least just stop signing it. Soft Buddy Rock Solid. It's Mario. Mario. I don't understand what's so hard. Mario. Is it so hard to believe that a Japanese company mispronounced the name and then compounded by mispronouncing it and then, tricked generations of gullible children into mispronouncing the name? It doesn't take, when what's that saying? When, I don't know, it's something about truth and lies, and when lies are everywhere, the man with the truth is the most dangerous person or something. Yeah, so the truth is it's Mario. That's just the truth of it. Amos Zavala says, God be with Canada at their mass shooting event Sunday night. Yes, sorry to hear that. Last I heard it was actually 13 people. John DeMarco says, Rock Solid is drawing a line here, this far, and no further. Rock Solid is demanding that he is confirming, exalting, that he is not soft putty. Rock Solid's bird of prey. It's not likely that the Japanese company mispronounced the American name racist much. I'm just saying, it seems that it's a believable story. I mean, you know, and it's not racism, it's just basics. Dear boss, this guy named Thomas Potts walked onto the base and drove off with our prototype stealth tank. He did say it was okay with you, and he said he could just take any tank as long as he changes sides to Kuroga. Did you say it was okay? And well, he was last seen driving it toward the Turd border. Signed, Sassy Elite Base Guard Bob. This is a hard thing to tell you, Elite Base Guard Bob, but we don't actually have a stealth tank. What Thomas Potts took was a shopping cart. We called it, we put the sign on it that said stealth tank because it's tradition in Kuroga that we take our dumbest guard and we have them, watch, guard our stealth tank. And they think that they're doing such an important job. Of course, it doubles because if the enemy ever comes in and they see that this stealth tank prototype is under guard, they like, oh, I'm going to steal this stealth tank. And they walk off literally with what they think is a stealth tank, but it's actually just a shopping cart that I borrowed from a local grocery store. And I painted on it stealth tank. So don't worry about it. Elite Base Guard Bob, we'll send a replacement tank, and don't worry. When we send you your dinner tonight, make sure you just chew it well, and definitely don't look through it. Just eat it up without looking through it. You'll be fine. Everything will be good in the morning. Idiots. Dear Bob, why does YouTube have to be dicks when all I want to do is make videos so I can stop working, but they want to give my money to others who do not put any work into their videos? Signed, Anonymous Turd. I think that's anti-tracker. It's not YouTube being the dick, it's the company that did the takedown. And understand, YouTube doesn't have control over that. They have to follow the Digital Millennium Copyright Act law. They have to take down the video if someone claims it. Now, you can appeal it, and that's your right, and that's what you should do. But don't blame YouTube for what happened. It's not YouTube's fault. Frankly, it's the government's fault. Now we could say the government could make a better law, and I'd say sure. But YouTube isn't the one that's choosing to take it down. Another company is filing a false DMCA on you. The way to fight that back is really through the courts. Now I know that's expensive, but if you find people who had that same violation takedown, you might be able to find a lawyer that would take it on as a pro bono class action case. I don't know. Maybe. Because they should be able to get some reimbursement from the company that did it illegally. Now, you as a creator, you're probably not going to make jack off of the lawsuit, but you could conceivably be able to represent the class and, see justice get done. This number keeps going up. Dear Bob, for the record, I'm not Kronos. Soft putty. Well, that's good to know, Kronos. Dear Bob, why are you only seen in one TOS, but you are seen in almost every episode in STD? Signed, Laurel. This is more bullshit and fake news. So much fake news that I have to play a commercial and drain my fake news into the local Geloja machine. I'll be right back.
Give me a mountain and nothing to do. Give me the sunshine, give me your dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and smooth, refreshing mountain dew. Yeah, give me a river, give me a dew. Give me my good friends, give me a dew. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
What's in this little blue egg that keeps Barbara Eden looking slim and trim?
Ooh, there's only one answer to that. It's Legs Control Top Pantyhose. See, Legs slims and trims but doesn't bind, so you get comfort and control.
Stretching, bending, standing, setting. There's one pantyhose that's always fitting. Nothing beats a great pair of legs.
One of the nice things about McDonald's Chicken McNuggets, those hot, tasty pieces of boneless chicken, is that they're packaged in sizes for every appetite. Let me illustrate. Enter the six-pack. A logical lunch. McNuggets 9, a delight for dinner. And a pack of 20? Hey, perfect for picnics and parties. Of course, these are mere suggestions. Your appetite will be the true guide.
It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's.
It's a corner of America with cozy harbor towns. It's salty air, wicker chairs, and a surf that pounds.
The spirit of Massachusetts is the spirit of America. The spirit of the red, white, and blue. The spirit of Massachusetts is the spirit of America. The spirit that we want to share with you.
For your free Massachusetts vacation kit, call 1-800-624-MASS.
And they are in no way under law. Back to Dear Boss. Back to Dear Boss. Where are we? Thomas says, are you Joe or Joey? Most people call me Joe, but some people call me Joe. Thomas says, Bird of Prey, FYI, your borders aren't very secure. Jeff Franklin says, hi, welcome, Jeff Franklin. Zachary Gibbons says, hey, I thought I was doing a good job guarding the stealth tank. Now you tell me my job was worthless. Zachary, if that's who you are, Elite God Bob, then yes, you'll be joining the private sector, as John DeMarco put it. That was excellent, John DeMarco. Zachary says, that's it, Bird of Prey. I'm defecting to Kurdistan. Sure you are, Zachary. Right after dinner. Is Bird giving legal advice again? Hello, Captain, Mr. Captain 93. It's certified. It's certified advice. Yosef says, Bird of Prey, do not reverse the stream. Yeah, time to Geloja. Are you Uncle Joey in Back to the Future? Says Jeff Franklin. No, I'm not Uncle Joey. Uncle Joey went to prison. So yeah, this is just some fake news. Dear Bob, chlorine is used to treat people with malaria because I know, but they wrote chlorine. It is used to treat people with malaria because malaria has a 30 to 70% mortality rate, and the 4 to 6 mortality rate of chloroquine is better than that. Same with conditions like forms of lupus that's used to treat. Nope. Not true. Because it doesn't cure lupus. And Cecil Prey's critical current condition, which she takes it, she does not have a 4 to 6% mortality rate for her condition. So try again. Dear Bob, my name is Mario, you son of a bitch. Get it right. I will, Mario. You're all set. You're good. And tell your brother, Luigi, I said hi. Dear Bob, you bastards, how could you not? All we need to do is to get $300 raise so we can see DJ Odyssey in the peacock suit, but have you donated? No. Just think, if all of Bird supporters gave just $1, we'd have, what, $4? Do it. Do it now. Head to paypal.me/DJ Odyssey 1971 and donate, because we all need the peacock suit. Rock solid. Rock solid. I am going to put this into the chat because it is going to be DJ's birthday. And if anybody wants to send DJ a little spending cash on his birthday, I would greatly promote that. However, DJ has agreed to appear in the peacock suit already with no additional funding raised. It's just that Sci-Fi Nation or someone has to send him the peacock suit. So once he gets the peacock suit, he will appear in it. So it's not really a money issue at this point. Although I would still recommend, since his birthday is on Friday, this Friday, you want to send a little happy birthday to DJ. I'm sure he wouldn't mind a little PayPal coming his way. Number one, Sci-Fi's the Bird of Prey. Mama Prey is back inside the house. Oh, yes. Mama Prey, if you get a chance, at some point, is there a Mama Prey tale you could tell? I still have the reading Dear Bops for a few minutes. There's probably some people who weren't on DJ's stream, but most people were probably on DJ's stream. Yeah, okay. Mama Prey will think of try to. She's also cooking, but she'll try to. Dear Bob, say my name right, or you'll wake up with Yoshi in your bed. Signed, it's me, Mario. Well, you should have said, say your name right, and you'll wake up with the princess in your bed, and then I might have said it right, but, well, I say it right all the time. If you try to bribe me instead of threaten me, I might have bought into your fake pronunciation of Mario, but it's Mario. Dear Bob, I have to admit, I am Baby O'Prey's father, DJ Odyssey. I have a feeling that that's not DJ. John reads his Bird of Prey. The money is to get DJ to wear the Leia slave girl bikini with the peacock fursuit. Interesting. Jeff Frank has Bird of Prey. Shouldn't you be in prison, you evil dictator, you? No, you see, that's the thing. When you become dictator, the law doesn't apply to you anymore. Dear Bob, oops, ignore that last one. I'm not DJ. I'm Richie Poole. See, that's more believable. I still don't think it's true, but it's more believable. Dear Bob, I'm so jealous of you and your harem. I've driven my honestly beautiful wife terribly mad and need to find love elsewhere. How do I make it work with all the she-males? Can I have one? 205. I have a hard time believing that this is yours. 205. But, bad news, 205, or whoever you are, I don't have any she-males. That's more fake news. I don't know. I mean, I think we've all seen the movie, The Hangover 2. So from that movie, I would gather that the best place to find she-males is Bangkok, Thailand. But I don't know much else about them other than that. So good luck. And if your wife needs a friend to talk to or something, give her my email. Dear Bob, this is John Doe, head of Turdistani Medical Supply. Dear Karogan Dictator, we will send you a bed for free if you admit the following: that you are indeed holding Aberjam, Sassy, Mama Prey against their will, and you must unconditionally surrender to Kurdistan. Sincerely, John Doe. No, no deal. No deal. I will not admit to stuff that is not true. But Mama Bray demands you send the bed anyway. Although I don't think a Kurdistani bed would be better than this one. And it's got to be a Hillron bed or no deal. DJ says it's not his words. Two beans is bird prey, you're correct. The original Italian pronunciation is Mario. Mario. And it's stuck. It's stuck loading. Any minute now. Server must be busy. Busy, busy, busy. Let's see. Let's see if I can think of a story from Mama Bray to tell. You have something? Yeah, whenever you're ready. There's no camera. Okay, time for Mama Bray while we wait for this.
Yeah. Hi, guys. This is again a serious story. More people walking. There are more cars passing. And, it's hot. And I can only imagine how hard it is for people that are not here in Queens, New York State. We're the epicenter of everybody they test. They get over a 50% positive rate. That means to me that basically 1 out of every 2 people out there are testing positive. Now, trust me, I don't love to cook, but I'm also so afraid of ordering food already cooked in. I know the heat kills any germs in the food, but after the food is cooked, who touched it? Did they wear gloves? The person packing it into a to-go container? The person picking it up to deliver it here? The odds are, just not good. But I can understand people that are not in the middle of this, like getting crazy and saying, enough is enough. We can protect ourselves. And maybe if I thought 1 out of every 20 people passing might have it, I might feel differently. But I'm just begging you all, you don't know who might. I don't know if I'm a carrier. It's crazy, but, no one knows. So just protect yourself, guys. Don't do anything rash because you're, going stir crazy. And just really think about it before you make any rash decisions. But, I am looking forward. I hope this eases up by the time Cicel Prey gives birth. I really want to see her before then. I want to see my grandchild. But if it's not over, and if I'm not 100% sure I don't have it or be a carrier, then no, I'm not going to go near them. It's hard on everyone. So I didn't mean to bring you guys down, because I know the next year Bob will probably do something stupid and bring you guys back up again. But just please stay safe. It's not over yet. Just stay safe. That's it. I'm going back to cooking.
Thank you, Mama.
Yeah.
And actually, the next Dear Bop was #1 sci-fi requesting a Mama Bray story. So, thank you, #1. Rock Solid Productions says, here's the thing. New York City is not the same as the rest of the country, We have hospitals laying people off because they can't do anything non-COVID related, and there's nothing for them to do. And I've seen that. They could come to New York City. We're paying extra. We're paying extra for outside healthcare workers. I know not everyone can, but just they'll take anyone they can get. Any quack with a license from any state, even Missouri. Okay, let's go back to the Dear Box. Okay, yeah, so this one was from number 1, Sci-Fi, asking for Mama Frey's story. Dear Bob, Krogan Chamber of Commerce here, CCC. You haven't vacated your office for the presidential palace of dictatorship alpaca lovemaking. You were advised several days ago that you will be removed from power. Vacate the premises immediately. Vacate the premises immediately and leave the keys in the mailbox. Failure to do so will result in your arrest and imprisonment in the Krogan mine system. Signed, the CCC. P.S. Stating this is Kurdistani propaganda violates Article 69.69 of the Krogan Chamber Charter of Violations and will result in punishment of doing male Klingon brothel as a warm-up doll. The CCC clearly has little grasp of the English language and is further fake news. The CCC, again, will be reliquidated, and all the CCC existing members will be used as slush for the mines. Please report to your local harvested truck. Thank you. We're done. We're done with the CCC. Dear Bob, eat, throw away, give to Sassy. Beagle bites, bird of prey bites, orphan bites. Hungry, signed, Hungry Kurogan. Sassy is sitting up now. Aw, sassy girl. Sassy girl. Let's see. There's Sassy. There's Sassy girl. Okay, so I guess, well, it depends. What are these things made of? I guess I would... Oh man, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. I guess I would eat the bird o' prey 5 bites. I would give the orphan bites to Sassy. And I'd throw away the beagle bites. It's disturbing, but that's best I can answer. And microwave beef, so Sassy, we got up and left. Dear Bob, dear past Bob, hey, past me, I need you to buy a lottery ticket right now with the numbers 3, 23, 27, 45, 56, and 1, signed Future Bob. God damn, if only there was a way to buy a lottery ticket remotely. You know what? I'm going to copy those numbers, and I will try to buy a lottery ticket after this. Thank you, Future Bob. In fact, we're going to save that one in the vault, just in case it comes true. Dear Bob, breaking news. Bird has another website. Kuroga senders to Kurdistan.com/ Kurogan Alpaca Love 2020. I don't think that doesn't look like a real website address. Roxanne's Bird Parade, it's time to start moving the control back to local communities and getting states and feds less involved. I'm fine with that, Roxanne. In fact, although it's not being announced anywhere, even New York State has let up a little bit. New York State sent a letter. All marinas had been closed under state order. But as of yesterday or today, I don't know if it was yesterday or today, they sent a letter stating that marinas could reopen. People had to practice social distancing. You've got to stay away from each other. But marinas were allowed to reopen and boats were allowed to be launched. Because let's face it, if you're on the water, you're away from everybody else. So that also is a big FU to all those idiots doctors who claim that, it gets into the water. No, there's no more danger of it being in the water than any flu virus. That's just bullshit. They just didn't want people surfing, so they lied about it being in the ocean water. So yeah, you can take boats out again in New York State. Now that's literally they've reduced the things. They reduced the restrictions, but of course nobody's reporting it as such. Thomas's Bird of Prey. When Mama Prey started her story, my YouTube went to 144p. I'm sorry about that, Thomas, but you can change it back. Dr. Scotty says, Bird of Prey, I used the perfectly cubed ice cube for my Romulan ale formula, and happy to report that it works just as you advised. You are right. Don't add the mule urine. It doesn't work. Very great news, Dr. Scotty. Mando Submerk says, that's a cute dog. That's sassy dog. Thank you. Tubian says, Bird of Prey, I was wrong. It's Mario, not Mario. Mario. No, I don't think it's Mario. Mountains of Elysium says, microwave ping. Sassy senses her prey. And Joseph Patrick worries it will kill everyone. He says, microwaves are deadly. Joseph says, microwaves are deadly only if they hit you on the head, falling from at least 15 feet. Is it lupus, says Gary. And it's not lupus. Yeah, the Doctor House. It's not lupus. If you watched House, that would be fun. Dear Bob, you son of a bitch. I guess this is trying to make fun of me and how I pronounce you. The name you, not the word you. Dear Bob, they are different. The songs are different. Hashtag Faith of the Heart. I know that the season that they changed the Faith of the Heart song from Enterprise, the season 2 song is different from the season 3 song, but I can't tell the difference. Like, I literally can't tell. I don't know which one I'm listening to. Unless I know them in season 3 or season 4, I would have no idea if I was in season 1 or 2 by the song sound. I literally can't tell. I know that there is a difference, but I can't tell what that difference is. It's probably like I think I have audio dyslexia. Dear Bob, can we get They Live in your list of watch-along movies? They Live? No, because I've never seen it. It needs to be a movie I've seen before. I'll try to see if I can check it out. I don't know what the hell They Live is, but I'll look. Or is it They Live? It's probably They Live, now that I think about it. That's one of those words. You can't be sure which one it is unless you use it. You have to determine from usage. Dear Bob, I've heard a rumor if you take 300 milligrams of arsenic, it will cure the coronavirus. And someone on Facebook said that it cured 100% of people that took it. Should I take some? I have corona. Thanks, a guy with corona. No, arsenic is very unlikely to cure anything. In fact, it's quite deadly. So just because you read something on Facebook, doesn't make it true. So, yeah, no. But if you were telling me doctors were stockpiling arsenic because a billionth of a milligram seemed to cure the plague, then I would be suspicious and maybe say take a billionth of a milligram if you get it. But no, it's certainly not 300 milligrams. That's a definite no-no. I can promise you that. Yeah, Thomas says, oh my God, the microwaves are changing tactics. And, yeah, another Dear Bob, SpongeBob movie or do the Momo challenge? I choose neither, Thomas. I choose neither. I'm not going to do the Momo challenge, and the SpongeBob movie is not going to be on the list. Speaking of the list, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the poll, should we? Mama Bray hasn't voted yet. And as usual, her vote's up for sale. I mean, it's still quite a while. It's still quite a while before next Saturday, so I wouldn't worry about it, whatever's in the lead. But, son of a bitch, I've got to vote. I have to vote to see it in... Okay, I will vote, but then I will vote to the lowest one, so the vote doesn't really count. I will have to affect the voting, though, so... when last I checked, I believe Office Space was in last place. So I will temporarily vote for Office Space. Okay, My Cousin Vinny's in last. Oh, so that actually puts them both in last. So, which is in, okay, so My Cousin Vinny is in last place. So, Judge Dredd is in the lead with 31%. Idiocracy is a very close second with 28%. Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, is in third place with 22%. Office Space is second to last with 9%. And My Cousin Vinny. Oh, look, you can unvote. Awesome. You can just unvote if you check the box again. So, and My Cousin Vinny, let's see if I wrote here. My Cousin Vinny has 7%, and Office Space is 9%. So, yeah. I mean, DJ Odyssey will probably look to change the vote once he streams, which is what he likes to do. But we've got right now Judge Dredd in lead. Now, for those who were interested, Sisso Prey said that she would come back, probably, if we did Idiocracy. And small possibility she would come back for Office Space. And I would guess possibly My Cousin Vinny is a possibility. But she absolutely will not be back for Judge Dredd or Indiana Jones, because she does not like either of those. She's never seen Judge Dredd, but because it's sci-fi, she doesn't even care. And Indiana Jones, at least she knows of Indiana Jones, but she's not interested in live watching it. Oh, let's see. There was something else I wanted to show you guys. Oh, yes. This has got to be the biggest fake news website. Maybe I'm see if I can refresh it just in case they deleted it. No. Geeks Worldwide has confirmed in an exclusive that Star Trek Discovery feature film is in the works. But it's going to film after the shutdown lifts, which is complete and utter nonsense. Although, I really hope they do. I want to see them do a Star Trek Discovery movie so we have absolute proof in box office numbers that you can't hide a failure like that, okay? If we thought Birds of Prey was a failure, Harvey Quinn was a failure, that's going to make Star Trek Discovery, if Star Trek Discovery makes it to the level of Harvey Quinn, that will be an amazing number. This will be the biggest box office flop in history if they literally make a Star Trek Discovery movie. So I can't wait for them to do. I call their bluff. But this article says that they're going to be working on season 5. Not season 5. They're going to start working on the movie as soon as the shutdown is lifted. Which means then when are they going to work on seasons 4 and 5? Because they only finished season 3, or just about finished season 3. So when are they going to work on seasons 4 and 5, which they said they were going to shoot together? So you're going to do a movie and then seasons 4 and 5? That doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense. But I'll tell you, this whole website, it doesn't make much sense. A lot of just, I think, complete and utter bullshit. However, so some website out there is saying, in exclusive, that a Star Trek Discovery film is in the works. They were going to make a movie. They should have made another Picard movie. It was probably just wind. See. Zachary says, quick, everyone vote Judge Dredd. Josh reaches pray. There was a write-in vote in the comments. A write-in vote in the comments, huh? Sharon Moore says, I want to vote for all of them, and I commend you for including 2 educational documentaries, Office Space and Idiocracy, on the list. My Cousin Vinny and Indiana Jones are great movies, and Judge Dredd is also a fun movie. Well, thank you, Sharon Moore. Richie Poole couldn't wait for today's Kristen Cinema Saturday. And yes, I know, I could thank DJ Odyssey. I saw him change the vote. Josh Reed says, write-in movie vote History of the World Part 1. Okay. And Immortal Technique leaves their usual comment. And Thomas wants the SpongeBob movie. So we have 1 write-in vote for History of the World Part 1, and I assume a write-in vote for the SpongeBob movies. However, I don't know how, I do know how to tell you this. It's my unfortunate duty to tell you this, that we don't count write-in votes. So, sorry, but not sorry. I suggest you vote for one of the 5. Or don't vote. It's your choice. But there is no write-in votes. Write-in votes will not be counted, and other than this, will not be acknowledged, except to mom. History of the World Part 1, perhaps one day, might be on the list, but SpongeBob, never gonna happen. Not gonna be on the list. Josh Street says, I read that. Thomas and Bird of Prey, just do Dredd Sunday and I'll get it over with, since it would get 1%. Since even if it would get 1%, it would still be in the polls. Hopefully Judge Dredd just wins for Saturday, Thomas. And then we can get Judge Dredd off the list, because I know it's triggering you. Josh reads his Bird of Prey, we demand Monty Python's Quest of the Holy Grail. That's another possibility, but it's not gonna happen anytime soon. Joseph says, yay, Discovery movie. I know Michael Burnham will save us all. Yeah. And if they're doing a Discovery movie, does that mean that everyone in Discovery survives to season 4 and 5? Or does everybody survive to the movie? Like, in what order will they be released? I mean, are they going to film this movie, but then film 4 and 5? Release seasons 4 and 5, and then release the movie? In which case, if we know the cast of the movie, we know that everyone survives seasons 4 and 5. Joseph says we need at least 7 seasons of Discovery and 3 movies. DJ says there goes a plastic bag, yeah. Thomas says and there he goes again suppressing voters. And Joseph says Bird of Prey, create a mop list, she would co-comment. Oh, a Mamo Prey movie list? We could do that. I'll see if she's interested. She doesn't watch the movies, though, is what she's saying. But you could watch them with your headphones. You could watch them with your headphones and talk through your microphone if you were wanted. Yeah, Mama Prey, I mean, she'll still think about it, but she's not so, Yeah, it's a long time for Mama Prey to sit in one place. And it's not that she can relax and do it. She's got to be sitting at the kitchen counter. John Street says, come on, Bird of Prey, you have to love the line, Your Majesty, you look like a P-boy. I forgot that line. Darth Maul says, Bird of Prey, have you seen the movie Cherry 2000? No, I have not. I have not. And Zachary Gibbons. Yeah, it's okay. It's gonna get rid of the Mama Prey image, but it's me talking. There we go. Zachary Gibbons says, I agree with Joseph Bird of Prey. I say 7 seasons, but I want at least 6 movies. I see that the fever #1 sci-fi hat has spread, unfortunately. You guys need to, I would say go to a doctor's office, but it's probably best not to. I recommend you guys all self-quarantine for an extra 48 days. 48 days, just to be safe. Joseph Bird of Prey, can you release Mom to a comfortable sofa? Do not chain her up in the kitchen. I would watch a movie Mop Select. It's not about that. It's that the only place her laptop is on the kitchen counter. She could move it to a sitting table, but where would you be that you'd be comfortable? That you wouldn't, you know? We can figure something out. That's true. She said, well, I'm busy on the stream. She uses that time to do laundry and do things that she needs to do to cook. No, it's not me not letting her watch movies, Thomas. She just, she has other things to do when I'm not busy, when I'm not bothering her. And every time she starts to watch a movie, she does fall asleep. That is true. See, that's the problem. It's not that she doesn't want to, it's just that she really can't. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. She doesn't remember the last movie she saw. Yeah. I tell you, it was an amazing thing that we all watched that first episode of Picard all the way through. That was a rarity. And it didn't happen again. I mean, there were some we watched, but Mom still had to take a short break or whatever, or I had to take a break. We watched it, but we didn't watch any one movie or episode through the entire way without getting up, without breaking concentration since episode 1 of Picard. Sassy's not going to let her stay with headphones on either. Darth Maul says, I think Kurtzman Company is out. I think Kurtzman Company's out. Today is 420, but they must be smoking some serious stuff if they think the movie would make money. They can't even do a TV show. Zachary says, I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I don't think that's what they meant by movie, Zachary. And Joseph says, at least it runs in the family, falling asleep during streams. R. Anyway, guys, thank you all for hanging out. What have we been on? 2 hours. 2 hours? I don't know. Why is it saying 29 minutes? I've surely been on more than 29 minutes. Yeah, I think I went on like 4 o'clock. But yeah, we're gonna call it a day, guys. I will play the Dax animation and then we'll end the stream. Qapla all. Remember, guys, tonight on Anti-Trekker is a Piano Dean stream. Even though it's Anti-Trekker's birthday, it's a Piano Dean stream. So try to be there if you can. And I don't know. Honestly, I might go to sleep. I am so exhausted. If I don't see you at Piano Dean stream tonight, I will see you guys tomorrow night. Sometime tomorrow for sure. Take care. Qapla. And enjoy. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. Check out birdopray5.com, the new home of everything Bird O' Prey 5 on the web. You can also check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me/birdopray5 or on birdopray5.com. Take care.